about that little wave cell technology, this little honeycomb shape here designed to crumple on impact to prevent concussions. Like a little technology there from Bontrager helmets. The 2020s, what a cool time to be mountain biking. So much technology around. Never before have we had such a broad spectrum of equipment to choose from. Take Schwalbe's new range of mountain bike tires, the Super range. I counted 144 different iterations of their mountain bike tires. That's different sizes, different tread patterns, different compounds. But what I really like is they've got 5 different casings to suit your ride and the trails you ride. For XC and marathon conditions, you'll want to look at either the Super Race or Super Ground casing. These casings offer more protection than the previous endurance iterations from Schwalbe. For skilled riders or smooth trails, the Super Race is the one to go for. But if you're flatting regularly or riding a rough marathon race, the Super Ground might be the better choice. Both these casings are very supple with varying levels of sidewall protection. For downcountry, trail and enduro riders, there is a Super Ground, Super Trail and Super Gravity casing to choose from. Making the right decision here is really just a question of how hard you are charging and how much protection and grip you need. If you ride a 120-29er and want to charge hard but still do long rides, then I'd push you to the Super Ground casing. If you ride mid-travel trail, say 130 to 150, then the Super Trail casing is an option. If you're charging really hard on very rough terrain, then look at the Super Gravity casing. It's going to be your best choice. For MTB and DH riders, you can look for something in the Super Trail, Super Gravity or Super Downhill range. You could get away with the Super Trail casing here for light riders or young pinners who mostly ride smoother trails, but really, if you are riding e-bikes or DH bikes, then you need the Super Gravity casing, which has more support. The Super Downhill is the ultimate tire for an Alpine gradient or World Cup level track. It's probably the beefiest casing I've ever ridden and allows for some insanely low pressures. It's also a good option for e-bike shredders. So 4 things I've noticed with the range so far. For endurance riders and backcountry trail smashing, the Racing Ray and Racing Ralph seem to have better durability than before. I've done 1,000 hard kilometers on these guys and they're still looking good. I reckon the Super Ground casing would get through a hard stage race without a single flat. For trail and enduro riders, there's a lot to choose from in the new range. The Super Gravity casing feels a lot beefier than the previous one. It feels a lot closer to what a traditional DH tire feels like. For MTB riders, the eddy current range with its front and rear specific design is already a hit around the globe, and for good reason. The front specific is like a DHF minion on roids, and the rear is very similar to the tread pattern you'll see on a Trials Moto. There is something about the eddy currents that is just outstanding, and they handle everything really well. They are available in a few different casing options. I'd say lean towards the Super Gravity. One of my favorites so far, the new Big Betty, is a very impressive tire. It's kind of a mix between a Magic Mary and say a DHR2. I like it as a front or rear option for all weather conditions for aggressive trail and gravity riding. So far this Big Betty has really impressed me. Right, let's wrap this up. The key with these new casings is they are robust so you can run lower pressures. This improves your ride experience and helps you prevent cutting tires or breaking wheels. Remember, lower tire pressures also roll faster, provide more grip, and absorb energy-sapping vibrations. Look out for some more in-depth reviews coming on these tires. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you on the trails.